I was
What did he say
dissatisfied
to
as
you?
well. Pretty much I was lazy. I never did anything. I was good for nothing. He accused me of cheating on a regular basis, which actually I never did up until the last time up until the night I left, pretty much.
Oh, that's not true at all.
Oh, yes, it
Yeah,
is.
you claimed that she cheated
No,
on
she
you
cheated
12
on
of the
me.
15 years,
She's
first 15
cheated on me
years.
throughout the whole relationship.
No, I did not,
I
Randy.
have relatives that can tell you, friends that can tell you, everywhere she worked, she ended up sleeping with somebody.
No, I did not,
Now,
Randy.
I
Mr.
put up
Hang
with
on,
it.
Mr. Little,
I
Mr.
put up with it
Little,
because
Mr.
of my
Little,
children.
Mr. Don't talk over me.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Little, have you ever caught her?
Well, I could have caught her. I chose to turn the blind eye on it because
You
I
can't
had two
catch somebody
children
who's
Ms.
not
involved.
Little,
doing
don't
anything.
interrupt him.
I had two children involved, you know, and I put up, not put up with, I had stepdaddies and all this. I could have left any time. I chose to stick with my children until they were old enough.
Ms. Little, let me ask, is there any truth to
She's
it? I mean, it's
trifling.
over now. It's over now.
Is there any truth to it? Honestly, no. I never cheated on him up until
Okay,
the
you-
last weekend.
you
Mr.
never-
Little,
Never.
Mr. Little,
Never. Never. And
Okay.
once I cheated, I knew that our marriage was over. Once you cross that line and you sleep with somebody else, the marriage is over.
So how long had you been married when you first cheated?
18 years.
18 years.
Hold up.
But I was not with him. I left.
I
We
did
were
not have a
separated.
relationship with anybody else.
Yeah.
I waited.
I beg to differ on that. I say if you're married, you're married.
Thank you.
If you're separated and getting a divorce, that's one thing. It's got the process charted
Well,
and
The
papers.
Actually, I
separation
was-
she left in the middle of the night without telling anybody.
I did not leave in the
Oh,
middle.
okay, early in the morning after I
Well,
went
Mr.
to work.
Little, Mr. Little,
did.
let me ask you this. Can you think of any reason why she would have just run off in the night?
Yeah, because she was dodging the police warrants and probation violation. Do you need any more?
That came out of the blue. I had no idea that we were going to go there.
Well, I mean,
Well,
ask
at
the
least
question,
I'm not going on
gonna lie.
probation now, Randy.
Let me say this. I do understand that there was a little bit of substance abuse going
Oh,
on
yeah.
within the
Not
context
a little
of the
bit,
marriage.
baby. A lot of substance abuse.
Don't call me baby, Ms. Little. I'm
lot of-
glad you like
Your
me
Honor,
and feel
excuse
comfortable.
Me, I'm sorry, a lot of substance abuse. Not just a little bit, a lot. There was substance abuse every day.
Both of you or just
Both of us, not
Yeah.
just him, me on part. But you don't know how many times I begged him not to go out there and do drugs. We moved from city to city, me trying to keep him clean. But within 6 months of moving to a city, he'd find somebody to buy drugs from.
And were you using with him though?
Oh yeah, it's really
I
hard.
broke her arms, Your Honor,
It's really hard.
How
to
did you break her arm?
making her do those drugs.
Oh.
Oh, when it's in your face, every
Can't you
day,
tell?
Randy, it's really hard to stay away from it. I want you to know I've been clean since the day I left you.
I'm
Can you
proud
say
of
the
you.
same?
I'm proud of
Can
you.
you say the same?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay.
That's what I thought.
Let's move forward.
Continues.
So, Mrs. Little, you say that you didn't cheat on him until late in the game, and that
Yes,
when you
ma'am.
did cheat on him, it's because you were just so sick of
Yes, ma'am.
taking care of him and the children, almost in the same way. Why don't you explain to me what you mean by that?
Well, even if I was sick, I would have to go to work. One of the last straws of our marriage is when we were at a party, and we're all partying, having a good time, and, I heard him overtelling one of his buddies he didn't go to work all week because he didn't feel like putting up with any bull crap. He had told me he didn't go to work all week because he didn't have any materials for the job. That's when I had finally had it. It's like, really? You want to do what you want to do? Do what you want to do when you feel like it? I'm going to show you exactly what I feel like doing, and I did.
Okay,
Could I say
Mr. Little?
something to that?
Sure.
I really can't remember that happening.
You don't
Now,
remember
would you?
You don't remember
Mrs. Little, hang on a minute.
I've always worked, and when I didn't work, I had unemployment from the jobs that I did work. I've drawn unemployment one time in my life.
And where did the money go?
But now, Mrs. Little, you were using too. You
Yeah.
can't get mad at him as if he was the only one. You move from town to town, he uses and you use too.
But I begged him.
Thank you.
Him to stop. I begged him to stop.
But you don't have to
Begged
beg
and cried.
yourself to stop.
No,
He-
and that's why I left, because I could not make him stop, and I couldn't stop as long as I was with him. My problem is my weakness was him, and his weakness was drugs.
So where he went, you followed.
Sure enough, I sure did. My weakness
May I
was
react to
Randy.
this?
Please.
there's been times at 4 o'clock in the morning, she's made me go out with $4 and yank drug dealers to get her to drugs. Or
Really?
else she was leaving or throwing my
Really?
stuff in. Yes, really.
What about?
I raised my hand to tell the truth here. I mean,
don't think so.
she wants
what
to
about,
go there.
What about when I had a miscarriage coming home from the hospital? You drive through the drug dealer neighborhood, and you and the drug dealer get over to fight. Now, I just had a miscarriage, and you
she
are
was taken.
fighting with the drug dealer. The drug dealer grabs me around my neck, and you floor the car. I just had a miscarriage. You think I was out trying to get drugs that night? I bet you not. I just had a
Now, this couple here needs to be separated. This is utter trailer park trash, the lowest of the low you could possibly put each other through. Being addicted to drugs and wanting to go through a divorce has its ups and downs, but mostly downs. You know, when they're getting high with each other, and there's plenty ups, there's, you know, all types of feelings that they have. But when you're down, you start breaking things, stealing things start to get out of hand. And this is pretty much going to get ugly if the judge doesn't pull it together here in a minute.
miscarriage.
She's confused.
No, I'm not confused.
You know
not
what, Mr.
stating
Little,
the fact.
Mr. and
I
Mrs. Little,
certainly
I
am.
think you guys probably have 3-4 hours of horror stories you could tell me
Yes,
about what happened, because when you get into that life and you're both living in it, it gets funky and ugly early and regularly, and it gets worse and worse because you're dedicated to the high, and all of your moral compunctions go, all of your right and wrong go. So I get that, and I believe what you
I
told me.
was truly madly in love with that man for many years and did
May I say
whatever I
something,
could to try to
Your
make him
Honor?
happy.
Yes,
But
yeah.
the only thing that made
She
him
was
happy
never
was
in
drugs.
love with me. She used me for a free ride. She always told
Why
me.
do you think that?
Because she talked to me like I was a dog every day. Was not
Yeah,
one day
I'll
that,
be
Miss
replaced
Little-
was
by
not
Miss
one
Little,
day
stop.
that went by where she didn't tell me how sorry I was and put me in the mental stability to want to go get high, because it released me from her. Since she's been gone, I don't use crack anymore. I don't use cocaine. I don't use anything. A pain pill once in a while when I need it. And that's just the way it is. And I have nothing, I mean,
Why do you? But she worked all the time, did she not? So why do you think
she
she was
worked-
using you if she was
the
working at the
last
same
5
time?
years of our marriage, yes, she did work. But for 15 years, she never worked.
That's not
She
true.
kept a job 6 months at a time or whatever. No, she's telling a lie.
No, I'm not.
But she obviously liked you. She picked you out. You know, you just thought you were fine.
Can I react to that? When I met this lady, I had my own business. Had
But she
a
didn't
working
know
band.
that when she
Yes,
met
she
you.
knew it
What
all.
did- what did you do to
and
your
soon-
business?
Yeah, I worked for myself, painting the drywall.
And
R&D
what
painting
happened?
the
Mrs.
drywall.
Little, what did she do that caused you to lose your business and for your life to go downhill? What was she
we
doing?
were no good for each other.
Do you claim that she was the one who led the way on the drug thing, or was it you?
It was both of us.
It was both of you.
We had an equal fascination with cocaine.
What
Really?
what was
Really?
her
Yes.
sin? I mean, you say she led you down a path of degradation. You say she didn't lead with drugs. What did she lead with?
Oh, maybe I made a mistake by saying that.
Okay. And that's all right.
We were no good for each other.
You were
Your
no
Honor.
good for each other, but she didn't lead you down
It
the
was a
path
path
of
of destruction
How
for
did I
both
lead
of us.
you?
It was
down the path.
mutual, but
I want to know how I led you down the path.
she
when I
no,
didn't
Mrs.
introduce
Little,
you
he
to
just
cocaine.
Mrs. Little, he and I just came to the conclusion that you
He
didn't do it.
introduced me to cocaine.
You know,
Mrs.
Your
Little,
Honor,
you're not paying attention.
the end-
Mr. Little, be quiet.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just got him to admit that indeed you did not lead him down the path.
Thank you.
I got him there, so let's leave that where it is, because we got plenty of other stuff to argue
Oh,
about.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Little, you seem committed to the notion that she uses men in general and you in particular. I understand the statement that you made, but, you know, people say stuff. In the course of 21 years, people say a whole lot of, you know, crazy stuff. What did she do that made you believe she used you? Because I think she really liked you. I mean, she liked you in the beginning, she loved you, and you're the one that asked her to marry you
Yes, ma'am, I did.
on a whim.
Well, I love the woman.
Uh-huh.
I loved her the first day I met her. I fell in love with her. Obviously, I wouldn't have left another woman for her, which I never slept with her till I broke it off with the other woman, because I do have principles. You know, I might look like I don't have many principles, but, you know. in
But
the
my
end-
question to you was about her being a user, a woman who uses men. Can you tell me what she's done that leads you to believe that that is the case?
Okay. Her relative was married 5 times, and I just figured that, you know, she's on the same path of destruction as that was, and that as soon as this one's dried up, they'll go to the next one, and that's just the
I'd like
Now,
to.
that's
Mr.
just
hang
what-
on.
That's just what I think. She's
Mi- mi-
just like
Mr.
that
Little,
relative.
Mr. Little, everybody's got some janky relatives.
Yes.
Everybody's got a relative who sleeps around, another one who does drugs. Just because you got one relative that's doing something, it doesn't mean it's a genetic, you know, it's hereditary or anything. That was just their person. You have to judge people by who they are and what they do, how they act, what they say, what their actions are. You can't say, well, she's got a relative that used, so I think it just ran in the family.
Okay, so I could see 5 years maybe. Okay, I've had enough, I'm gone. But, you know, 15, 18 years, it should be more like, okay, let's work through this and get on with our lives and do whatever we have to do to straighten it out. We've been together this long, let's make it work. Because obviously there was a connection there, or we would have never been together that long.
Mm-hmm. Well, did you do that? I mean, you're saying she didn't do that. Did you say, hey, let's make it work? We've
Yes,
been in
I
it
did.
5 years?
Yes, I did.
And you say she wasn't amenable to that.
Her
She wouldn't do
heart
it.
was not set on getting clean. I didn't break her arms.
One of their major issues is they're just not listening to each other. They're not even listening to the judge right now. What they have to do and what they have to understand is that sometimes you just cannot meet in the middle. In order for a marriage to work, you have to want to meet in the middle. That's kind of the basis of most marriages and how things should be, or else you're going to end up in divorce court.
Do drugs. And she can say whatever she wants to say. I did it all. I went out and got them all. But she's the one who got busted coming home from work twice going to purchase drugs when I was home with the kids. Not me.
Oh, but that could have happened to either one of you at any point
But
in
it
time. You
did.
were both using.
And who sent me there to
You
get
were
them,
both
Randy?
using.
How did I
You
send
And
you
I'm
there
sure
to get 'em?
any
You
drug
called me
she
on the
brought
phone
home,
and
you
told me
I broke
participated
your arm
in.
again. There you
Hey,
go.
hey. Lot of anger, lot of angst. We're gonna call it a day today. We're gonna figure out what it is you want, and then please God, don't ever see each other again. Mrs. Little, at this late date, you say you want $700 from Mr. Little. Why don't you tell me why?
Well, I did leave the electricity on in the apartment that we shared up until he got evicted and the lights got shut off, and he never paid the light bill. He got evicted. He ended up moving in with his parents, and well, the light company took my state check for 2 years
Your
because
Honor.
the light bill did not get paid.
Mr. Little, your response to that?
My response to that is she left to go live with another man, left me in the apartment. I stayed there for 2 weeks after that, rented my own apartment, moved the kids and myself to the other apartment, which she never helped me with anything with those kids for 4 months. And then
Did you leave with the kids, or did you leave the kids with
Kids
him?
wanted to stay because I left for another man. I did leave for another man. I fully admit I left for another man, but he pushed me in his arms.
yeah,
He
physically
pushed me
again,
there.
broke her arms again.
Well, you can only tell somebody so many times the only reason I'm with you is because we have kids together.
Okay, Mr.
can't
Mrs.
tell
Mr.
somebody
Mrs.
that.
Little, this is a celebration here
Yes,
today.
ma'am.
Because we're calling it a day.
Indeed.
And when you call it a day, when you put the official period on it, it allows you to do a couple of things. It allows you the opportunity not to be mad about it anymore. Why waste another minute on who he was or what he did to you? Why waste another second on what she was or how she was using you or whatever you think may have happened? You have the freedom to love your children individually and without a whole lot of baggage from somebody else. You have the freedom to move on and separate yourself from the person that you say caused you so much misery and pain. It should be a happy day. And we'll know that it's a happy day when you two can look each other and say, you know what? I wish you well.
What the judge is going to rule on them is pretty much they know that they have to separate. It's completely over. And like the judge said, there's a period on it. The way that they treated each other towards the end, it was one of them could have ended up unalived. So we should all be glad that, you know, these two are separated. But tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Share some ideas. What do you guys think about this particular divorce?